Awesome. Thank you, Alan. Hi, guys. My name's Charlie Beckwith, and I'm with Symbl.ai. We're super excited to be sponsoring this year's event, and we're excited to show you our comprehensive suite of conversational intelligence APIs that make adding AI to your application easier than you could probably imagine. So let's get started. If you have any questions, you can tweet me at Charlie Beckwith. We're going to be posting videos all week, along with other like how-tos and other content. So let's get started. So probably wondering, if you haven't looked into us, what is Symbl exactly? What is conversational intelligence? If you're familiar with like Siri or Amazon Echo, it kind of takes that to the next level. It allows you to analyze either real-time or post-processed video or audio, and analyze that conversation and pull out important details from it that that can help you improve your sales pipeline or automation. Really, the use cases are pretty much limitless, because it is just an API. And what it's doing is just understanding natural human flowing conversation. So, going. So there's a few ways that we can ingest your conversation data. The first is through a telephony connection. And you can do this by dialing in via SIP or PSTN. And so we could literally add it to this call right now, and it could be listening to me and picking up details that I'm speaking in conversation right now. We can also use WebSockets API, or we can also use a WebSockets interface. And with this, we have a universal adapter that works with Twilio, Chime, Amazon Chime SDK, Agora, like pretty much every single platform that we've tried it with. So this is 100% web-based. It is one of the best interfaces for complete diarization. And it is, again, you have real time. And then we have async APIs that allow you to post-process pre-recorded audio or video. So if you were at a call center, for instance, and you were recording one of your like sales reps, and you want to make sure they're hitting every note, you could take a pre-recorded conversation and then have it analyzed and get a full, a full feedback of what was, what kind of happened during that call. And then also we're able to like ingest email and chat and transcripts. And what's more is you can actually do all of these things in, kind of like tandem. So if you like start off with a conversation that is on email and it moves over to a call, you can actually append the conversation using our APIs so that the data still stays in one place. So I went over conversational analysis, but I didn't actually touch on what exactly we're generating here and what you're going to be getting out of Symbl. And so to that now, there are contextual summary topics that exist during a conversation. So as you're speaking with another person or 3 or 4 other people, there are different topics that come up in conversation, right? And we actually pull those out in a hierarchical way. So we're able to, determine that Charlie's talking about Symbl and he's at TADHack, or he's, talking to TADHacks, and this is all, part of that conversation. And so I'll get you an image of that in a second. We also pull out action items. So that's something like where you might say, I will like do this thing, like, or I will no, I need to go do this thing, or I need to present for TADHack at 7 o'clock in the morning, and questions as well. So if there are any questions that come up, we're able to extract that, that insight and pull that out so that you can then, decide what to do with the resulting information. Each insight points back to the message at which it was, that it was, that the insight was generated from. So you can then pull, other messages to kind of fulfill that. So you could actually get answers to those questions. So you can kind of think of like a school scenario here where maybe not for a hackathon, but where you'd be asking a question, or students might be asking a question and a teacher's answering it, and you'd be able to actually detect that a question was answered, not just what the question was, but then, figure out a way to actually deliver on that. We also detect follow-ups, which are like if you said that you will do something, action phrases, real-time transcription, which I touched upon in the previous slide, going over APIs. So that's real-time closed captioning, speaker diarization, which is the ability to split up who is talking when, and external speaker events, which allow you to kind of trigger different things. And then we also have topic-based sentiments, which we're releasing soon. It's in our pipeline. It's not available today, probably won't be used in this hackathon, as well as conversational analytics. So right now, you can just imagine for conversational analytics where that role would play in any kind of a business setting, or really anywhere. So be able to detect who is talking when, how much time they spent talking, if there was any overlap, like if somebody was interrupting somebody else, if like a sales agent was talking over somebody, and as well as silence. But again, those aren't available today, but it's something to look forward from us in the future. After you're done post-processing or recording a real-time conversation, we have a pretty robust video summary UI. And on the left here, you can see that we have our topics for the conversation. The ones that are more blue are like a deeper hue of blue, more saturated, are topics that were more frequently visited during that call. So anytime you click one of those on the left, it would bring you down to the places in the conversation where that topic had been mentioned. And it's context-based, so it's not just dependent on the word. On the right, you can see some of our action items, where you look at the top there, on the upper right-hand corner. Mike Suster says that he's going to take the person we think is the best fit and believes in our mission. And it pops right over to that moment in the transcript. So it just jumps to it. It's almost like a little bookmark. And the video starts playing from that moment, from the moment that action item was generated. So this is also another way to navigate, through a call without having to actually scrub through the entire thing, or only, visit the relevant part that you're trying to analyze. We also have a library of elements that has not been released yet, but will be released pretty soon. So we'll see if we can get it out for TEDx, but be on the lookout for a how-to and page from us, link to our GitHub repo. So how exactly does it work? As I've kind of already gone over, we take in any kind of voice, video, or text from any channel, and using our REST APIs, Symbl then will process that voice, video, or text, and then generate your insights, action items, transcripts, then that you are then able to, you know, do whatever you may will with. So you can integrate, so Symbl doesn't like integrate with Slack or Jira or Zapier out of the box, but you can, you know, use those APIs and the insights that are generated to then create some kind of an automation pipeline or workflow. So during an internal hackathon, actually last month, myself and another one of Symbl's engineers created an application that sat in the background and while you were on a Zoom call, and actually creates Jira tickets like as we were just like having natural conversation. So we'd noticed that, you know, if a certain phrase was spoken, that it would then fire off a request to create a new Jira ticket using the insight assignee. So, I mean, the ways that you can use insights are really, you know, the ways that you choose to digest it after we ingest it are, you know, pretty much limitless. So don't think that over here, this is something that you have to stay in that box. So to get started, you can head over to our homepage at Symbl.ai. You can sign up there. Right now, there's no credit card required at all. You just need to enter your name, email address, and password, and we'll give you at least 100 free minutes and 1,000 free words. But by TADHack, email us TADHack@Symbl.ai, and we can boost that trial period so you have a little bit more wiggle room to play around with Symbl's APIs. You just need to retrieve your API credentials then after creating your account and logging into the platform, and copying those app ID and secrets over to our Postman collection. So if you head over to our documentation from the home page under the resources panel, you'll be brought to you know, our documentation, and from there we actually have a Postman collection that it includes just about every single one of our APIs and is the quickest way to get started playing around with Symbl. So you could actually, in the time that I've spent talking about this, you could have signed up and already started running the Postman collection. If you're not familiar with Postman, I couldn't recommend it more because it is extremely useful. It allows you to make REST API calls from like an application, so you're not having to make curl requests, and after one request is done, it can save like environment variables, and those environment variables can be used in future REST API calls. So it's incredibly useful. I could not recommend it more to any developer. So again, yeah, you can see on the right here, I have the Postman collection up and running. I can actually call my phone directly using the telephony API from Postman, which can then start recording conversation from my phone, which can then, you know, like start generating topics immediately. And you can do this as well, just, you know, again, directly from either this application, or I believe they also have a web interface. So you don't even maybe need to download anything, but the Postman collection is still the easiest way to get started playing around with everything that Symbl has to offer. We also have some GitHub repos. So if you head to github.com/Symbl.ai, you can see we have some sample applications for 3 of the most popular video chat SDKs out there: Twilio, Amazon Chime, and Agora. And on the right here, you can see a demo application that I actually built for Chime SDK. And on the left, you can see the transcripts, as well as each insight type that currently is being generated. So I have a follow-up, action item, and a question over there on the left side, and all of that, all of those transcripts were pulled out of the conversation directly, not typed in. And then underneath the picture there, you can see a subtitle or closed captioning. So we're adding real-time transcription to video in a way that is you can get up and running within 30 minutes. And that page I showed you a little while ago, that summary UI, where you're able to click around and kind of navigate through a video or audio call. It doesn't have to be video. I've added a button there that allows you to retrieve our summary, our URL, which you can get through our experiences API. So I'm not sure how long that was, because I didn't time myself exactly, but I'd like to thank you for staying with me and listening. And if you have any questions, please you don't hesitate to shoot there, ask. And yeah, we look forward to working with you guys and seeing what we all build together.